Good afternoon, curly girls. It's Renee and happy Sunday. So, I haven't been live doing a... Hey, Melissa, how are you? Did you send some of that snow from Colorado to Virginia? Because we're getting some snow right about now. Yeah, as I was saying, I haven't come on live to actually do my hair in a while. I did do, what did I do last week? What, deep condition? Was that live? I can't even remember. But there was a time when I used to come on often and do my wash day. And so I just figured I would just come on. Today I've already shampooed and deep conditioned my hair, and I actually just rinsed the deep conditioner out. And I was about to get ready to two-strand twist it. I just thought I'd turn the camera on, and if anyone was interested in seeing, my technique for two-strand twisting, that they could watch it. But if they weren't interested, then they didn't have to. Yeah. So I'm going to be using my, I know you guys hear me talk about this stuff all the time. My Naturalicious, well, she calls it step 2, but I have a habit of calling products by the name. And the name of the product is Naturalicious Moisture Infusion Styling Cream. And it's intended to be a moisturizer, a styler, and a heat protectant. But this stuff works amazingly well on my twist outs. It looks like a cream. Last week I did my twist out using the Main Choice. They call theirs the 24 karat twisting gel, I believe, and it's a cross between a gel and a cream. And I did my twist really small to get the little mini twist, and then I wore that little twist out. But today I'm just going to do my twist out just like I normally do, where eventually she gets big. So I just thought I would just, turn the camera on and do it. But again, like I said, I did a deep conditioning treatment with oil as a combo, because I felt like I lost a lot of the moisture to my hair when I was wearing the protective styles, because my hair is used to being shampooed and deep conditioned every week. And of course, when you have a protective style, you don't get that in depth with your wash day. I was using a moisturizing spray to put on my scalp, and I was using some cream on my scalp, but my hair never actually got really wet. And so I felt like I lost some of the moisture from my hair. So, which is why I wanted to do a deep conditioner and oil rinse combo. And so I applied I used the Main Choice Ancient Egyptian. Of course that's going to happen. The Ancient Egyptian Anti-Breakage and Repair Antidote Hair Mask. And I really like this stuff. Like from impact, when you first put it on your hair, it feels like it just melts into your hair and it makes it so soft. So I applied this, and then I took some of my Divine Shine Moisture Lock and Frizz Fighter oil from the Naturalicious line, and I put that on top of it, and I put my hair in twists, and then I sat under my steamer for 30 minutes, because I feel like I need to infuse some moisture back into my hair that I lost from protective styling for almost 3 months. So yeah. And so once I rinsed out the deep conditioner, I used just a t-shirt to absorb most of the moisture out, because I don't want these twists to be really, really tight. So my hair is semi-dry, semi-wet. And if it gets too dry in the process of me twisting it, I'll just spritz it with water, because I don't want it to be too dry. I don't want my twist to be on on dry hair. I like it on wet hair because it makes the it defines it better. So anyway, yeah, that's that. So yeah, this stuff smells amazing too. Also, that ancient Egyptian, that mask from, man, that stuff smells so good. So yeah, I'm going to just apply the cream, especially on the tips. Like I said, my hair is dry. You can even see how frizzy it is already. Like the shaft isn't as smooth as it used to be, only because it's still working towards to get back to hydration. So when I do my twist, I do put the part where I want the part to be, where I want the twist to lay. But as far as like straight parts, I don't do any straight parts. And see how you use this moisture? You don't even need a gel. I know a lot of people use a combination of gel. Hey, Brianna. Use a combination of gel and a cream for their twist. But this step 2 or moisture infusion styling cream, it does a trick for me. So I just put that on there. And I watched a couple of videos where a lot of the naturals, they take, after they put their product on, they use like their Denman brush to help define their curls. I don't necessarily like to do that, but I'm going to try it this one time just because, you know, I'm just talking to you guys. So they usually just take their little Denman brush, and I guess this helps them define their curls, but so I'm going to try it. Not over my whole head. I'll probably just try a couple, and maybe I'll just compare this twist, this side twist, to the rest of them that I don't use the Denman brush for. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess it kind of does define the curls more. Maybe that would work like on a wash and go, but I don't really like my twist out real defined. I like it to have some bend, but whatever. So yeah, and I'm just going to twist it. So I don't know where you guys are in the world, but I'm in Virginia, and I'm in Yorktown, Virginia, and starting this morning, we started out with some snow flurries. Then that turned into just straight rain. Then it turned into a mixture of snow and rain. And last time I looked outside, it was snowing. So I don't know what we got going on. And I know I told you guys that usually when I get down to probably this much from my twist, I usually just take that hair and twirl it around my fingers. When I do that, that creates like a curl on the end, and so I don't have like those stray flyaway hairs on the tips of my hair, so that'll also curl. And so yeah, that's what I do with that. So this stuff right here is this stuff is amazing. If you're looking for something that will help your hair, help your hair retain moisture, I highly recommend this Naturalicious Moisture Fusion Styling Cream. She sells it as a bundle, but you can also buy the products individually. And if you're just looking for something to help retain moisture, this is really good. I guess maybe I'll do, because I'm OCD, I guess I'm going to have to do this side also with this Denman brush. Otherwise, it'll probably drive me crazy. I'm curious to see if my twist out is going to look different as a result of using this. We shall see tomorrow. I mean, that's if I have to go to work tomorrow, because if we get an accumulation of snow, then maybe we won't have to go in. So, yeah. So yeah, we have a lot of new members in the group. So of course, again, when I get down here, I just twirl it around my fingers. It does two things. It creates a curl at the tip here, but then it also makes it so much easier to unravel when it's time to unravel. I haven't really had to do my hair a lot in a while, so I kind of got out of the habit. I've been asking a lot of questions in the group about deep conditioners because if you've known me for any length of time, then you know that deep conditioning is like my favorite step during my wash day. And I've just been on the search to find the best deep conditioner, and I was just curious as to what other people were looking for when they were searching for deep conditioner. And I was curious to see, whether or not they liked, a liquid form and deep conditioner, whether they wanted it thick, whether they wanted it thin, whether they wanted it out of the pump. And I know you guys are probably saying, why is she asking, running those polls? But I was just kind of curious to see what everybody else likes. I know that I love deep conditioning, and so I thought that I had found my favorite. I had tried several. I've tried the Hask, Hask, and that was really good, and I thought, man, that's the best that I've ever tried. And then I tried the Texture ID, which is also a very good deep conditioner, or at least I found it to be good. And I was like, okay, well, maybe that's the best that it'll get. But then also with the Naturalicious line, she has the clay treatment that you can also use as a deep conditioner. So I had also been trying that. So the way I did that was take the clay and apply it to my freshly shampooed hair. And then on top of that, I will put the oil and put my cap on and sit under the steam for 30 minutes. And that actually worked very good too. But I'm always still searching for the best deep conditioner. And I want my hair, when it's deep conditioned, I want it to feel different than it does just like after a shampoo or a regular condition. And as you can see, like, I wish you could touch it. It feels really, really, really soft. So that main choice, out of all the ones that I've tried, now I'm really leaning towards this being the best. But of course, I'm not going to stop there. I'll probably still keep looking because that's what we do. So yeah, I'm just using my fingers to part. And if you look in the back, you can see that there are no straight parts. And I kind of just make them like 3 across, 3 across. But the only time I want a part that's halfway decent is like here, like in the front, because that's the way I want my hair to lay. But as far as the parts of the twist, even when I wore my hair in a twist style, when I had the small twist, I didn't even really care whether the parts were straight or not, because it's just hair. That feels heavier on that side than it does on this side, so I think I need to go down a little bit on here. So I'm going to, do I have a mirror down here? I guess not. I'm going to twist this back up and get it out of my way. And Facebook has been acting real crazy lately, so I don't know if there are any comments. It used to let you see comments when your viewers made a comment or asked a question, but lately I haven't been able to. Okay, I see that one. Oh, twisting around. Yeah, hey Beverly, I'm going to try that at the ends. Yeah, the twirling your hair around the ends. Yeah, it creates, if you can see, if I can get closer, it creates a little curl at the end. That way your twist out doesn't have those stray flyaway ends. Like it'll actually, so once you unravel it, it'll actually curl also. Yeah, the ancient Egyptian line is what I tried, the deep conditioner. Well, I tried the whole line last week, but I did the deep conditioner today, Beverly. I'm surprised I'm able to see a comment because I hadn't been able to see them before. But right now I'm using the Naturalicious Moisture Infusion Styling Cream. She calls that number 2 in her bundle. She has a bundle that's called Hello Gorgeous. And so it comes with a clay treatment, this, and an oil. And so I'm using this, which is a moisturizer, but it does well. Works wonders for my twist outs. So I'm using this to twist my hair, but I did deep condition with that main choice. So, and again, I have my water. I like to twist my hair when it's wet, but not soaking wet. And so I still, hey Shantae, so I'm still, if it's damp enough, I won't add water, but if it starts to dry out some, I have my little water. And I especially just want to like wet the ends because that's the part I'm going to twirl. So, and I swear, I love this stuff. And I've tried, you guys know that I've tried like a lot of different things for my twist outs. I tried the Texture ID. I actually did like the Texture ID. There's nothing that I haven't really liked. Out of all the products that I had been trying, the only one that I just did not like was the Maui Moisture, I think it was, and that was the coconut formula, and I just think that it had way too much coconut oil in it for me. And so something else that I'm doing that I don't typically do, I'm using a Denman brush just to see if my twist out is going to look different by defining the curls with this Denman brush. I've seen some naturals do it, and I don't do all that extra stuff. I mean, I know you guys probably think that I'm extra when it comes to my hair, but all that other extra stuff, like I don't usually do this. Like I usually finger detangle, I finger comb, but I just figured I would try something different here. And it does define the curls, but twisting it would define it as well. So, Bev, if you're still watching, when I get down to the end, I'll show you again how I just twirl the hair around my fingers to generate that little curl ball, I guess is what I would call it. And for those of you who like hang time with your twist outs, I didn't mind the hang time when I had the mini twist. That was kind of cool. But usually when I put it in big twist, that means that I want to have some volume. But if you wanted to, all right, Bev, so I'm going to do that now. Like, I'm down here. I'm just going to take a little bit more of the product just so I can have some slip. And I just take the two ends here, and I close them together, and I'll just ravel it around my finger like that. I hope you can see it. And that'll create a little curl. And so that makes it, it'll seal the ends, but it also generates a curl so when you take it down. But anyway, I was saying that for those of you who like hang time on your twist, I'm in the wrong room for this because of my other stuff. But if you took like, what do you call those things? I was going to say paper clips, but y'all know I ain't talking about paper clips. What is it called? The little clips. So if you wanted to have hang time, when you twist your hair, you can take your hair, your twist, and you can stretch it, and you can put the little clip there, which will smooth your roots and allow this to hang a little bit. And so you'll get more hang time with your twist outs. I'm not necessarily looking for hang time in my twist out, but I know like a lot of naturals want to have at least some hang time. So that's the way to do it. As a matter of fact, let me go get a clip. I'll be back. Well, maybe I was in the right room. Hold on. Duh. So yeah, if you want to have some hang time, like these little, I can't even think of the name of them. But if you wanted to, once you twist your hair, you can pull it down, pull it taut, and then you can put that across it, and that will smooth out the roots some and give it some hang time. Because the way I do it, like once it starts to dry, this is going to dry up. It's going to shrivel up, and those roots are going to be really curly, which is what I like. But if you want it smoother, you can do that and put that little clip on there, if that's the look that you're looking for. So, yeah. This is getting a little dry, especially on the ends. Let me get just a little bit more water. I always smell this stuff because it always smells so good. So this cream, this number 2, step 2 or whatever it is that she calls it, the claim is that it's a moisturizer, a styler, and a heat protectant. And I've tried all 3. So I've actually blown my hair out using it. Using this, I've done twist outs, and I've also done wash and go. And of course I use it as a moisturizer. And this stuff, for me, is magic. Like, I love it. I love it. Yeah. So also, I guess since, hey Jean, so I guess since we're talking about defining curls, for the ladies who are new at attempting the 2-strand twist outs or 3-strand twist outs or whichever, and if you have not yet been successful in getting the definition that you want, then yeah, I think you should try like a tool like a Denman brush that helps to define your curls. So while your hair is wet and once you apply your product, if you use like your Denman brush to rub your product through, it'll also define the curls. So when you twist it, you'll get more definition. So I think that's a way also to try to get the definition that you're looking for in your twist outs. I know a lot of you say that, you know, it looks defined once it's twisted, but once you take it down, it doesn't. So, I mean, that's something that you have to work at. But I think that will be helpful. And so here we go at the ends. I just put those together and just twirl those. Now if you start twirling it around your fingers and it's ragged, then chances are you might need a trim. And I do need a trim, not because my hair is ratted on the ends, it's just because I haven't had one. It's been a while. I've been doing my own. I haven't had it professionally trimmed probably since, I don't know, February, March time frame. Only because that every time I go to get a trim, I end up with a haircut. And so I've been like doing it myself, and it's okay to do it yourself. Typically when my hair is in twists and I feel like I need to take some of the ends off, I'll do that while it's in twists. And it's okay to do that if you don't care whether or not your hair is even, which I don't, because it's all curly and it's going to shrink anyway. So I don't really care whether my hair is even all around. So yeah, so like I was saying about the defining curls, I mean, it don't necessarily have to be a Denman brush. I'm sure there's other tools out there that you can use to help define your curls. But yeah, once you put your product on it, you use your tool. Not only does it spread the product through all of your strands, but it also like helps to define the curl. If you can see that, I don't know if I'm turned around good enough, but so it'll help you. And if it's already curly, when you twist it, then chances are you'll have a much more successful twist out when you unravel it. Oops. They even use that for wash and goes too. I've seen people use it for wash and goes. So I'm just really excited to be able to use my arm again, that I can do my own hair. So that's exciting. I'm still in physical therapy. I'm still on the strengthening part, but as far as movement, I can move it. I can lift things. I'm still being advised not to like do any heavy lifting. But man, it feels amazing to be able to do things for yourself, by yourself, especially when you're a single woman, you live alone and you don't have anybody to get up on the top shelf for, you know, that good stuff. So, all right, so I'm going to twirl that. Oops. Vanessa, I have 4C hair type, and I found that twisting dry and braiding wet works best for defining my twist braid out. For those with questions on 4C type, it may help to try that way as well. You twist on dry hair, Vanessa, and then you braid on wet hair. Is that what I'm understanding? So yeah, I mean, we're always open to any type of suggestions. You really do have to find the technique that works for you in your hair. I like to think that hydrated hair curls. How am I trying to say this? Dry hair, when I mean dry, I mean not like temperature dry, I mean like dehydrated or under moisturized hair sometimes have a difficult time curling. But yeah, if you have techniques or tips that have helped you, then yeah, share it with somebody else, because that's why we're all here. We're all here looking to be educated on how to achieve healthy hair, cute styles, and so not everything will work for everyone. So you have to try different things and find the things that work for you. So thank you for that information. Of course, with oil and a small amount of Shea Moisture. Yeah, see how my ends right here, they're so ragged. Like, I really need to cut those, and I probably will once it dries, because it's a mess. You can hear that, because those are really dry. Woo. Jeez Louise. So I'm not one of the naturals who really subscribe to the, I need some water on this, to the number. Hey Darlene, you're late to the party. What products am I using? I'm just doing a twist out, Darlene, and right now I am using Naturalicious. Gwen Jameer is her line. So she has a 3-step system. She has of course, the clay, the step 1, step 2, step 3, the clay, the moisture infusion styling cream, and an oil. And so I'm using the moisture infusion styling cream for. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. That's one of my that's an original one from my line, Rock It Like You Mean It. So with this t-shirt, you know how so many women are saying that they have bad hair days. And my answer to that is that when you style your hair at night, no one knows except for you what that's supposed to look like. So if you wake up in the morning and it doesn't necessarily turn out exactly like you saw it in your head, you should just rock it like you meant it, because nobody knew. So yeah, but thank you. That's a custom shirt from my line. But yeah, I'm sorry, Darlene, and I'm using the Moisture Infusion Styling Cream as my twist cream. I love this stuff. It's an amazing moisturizer, but it also defines my twist outs as well. Y'all see I don't really use a comb. I don't use a comb at all. So this needs a little bit of water. Like I especially want to make sure that my ends are wet. So when I twist, I don't want to be twisting dry ends. That causes breakage, at least for my hair. So yeah. Vanessa, Varnessa. You should check out my site. I have tons. Well, not tons, but I have a few other designs. All right, Bev, what you saying? But thank you, Beverly. But you know what? My hair actually is not thick at all. I'll post the products. The twist cream, so you wanted me, Bev, you wanted me to post the Naturalicious products? Tony, hey Tony, this is my current situation. Under the plastic cap right now. I know that's right. So yeah, I deep conditioned earlier. I believe that deep conditioning changes my hair life. Before I started deep conditioning, even though I thought back then that my curls were, all cute and stuff, but I tell you, when I started deep conditioning, it changed my natural hair life. I will once I get off live. I'll list it. Hey Tawanda, I haven't seen you around in a while. Hope you're well. So yeah. Oh, but anyway, Beverly, I was saying that my hair, when you look at it, it looks thick, but it's not. Like if I blow my hair out, it's paper thin. You can literally see through it. It just looks so much thicker in its natural state, but it's really not thick at all. Where's that water? Yep, everything's good with me. I'm glad you're doing well, Tawanda. Facebook is so crazy now that a lot of my Facebook friends that I used to see going through my feeds all the time, I no longer see them anymore. Yeah, when I was a little girl, I used to have really, 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 really thick hair. Like, it would be an all-day process to do my hair. And my mom hated it, so my mom didn't. She just made my older sister do our hair. Although my mother was a stylist, she didn't want to mess with it. I had a lot of hair, and it was so thick. Hey, I think it's Nana. How you doing? But yeah, my mom didn't want to be messed with my hair. And so my hair, I don't know how many of you know, but I have a condition that's called hypothyroidism, which means that my thyroid has to work extremely hard to do the work of what a normal thyroid function would do. And as a result, you have to be on medication, and the medications that you take can cause hair thinning, extreme fatigue. So before I went natural, I noticed that my hair was thin. That's when I was in this relaxed state. And my hair was really long, but it was really thin. It was really thinning. And I recall a time when I was at the sink and I was shampooing my hair. Hey, Tawana. And I was shampooing my hair, and I took my hands across my hair, and like there was globs of hair in my hand. And at that point, I didn't know that I had an issue with my thyroid. I was like, oh my God, maybe my hair is overprocessed and I'm losing my hair to relaxers. And I really wasn't sure. And then I just thought, well, once you get older, things start to change. Your skin changes, your hair changes, and I just thought that. But after some testing, I discovered that my condition was called hypothyroidism. A lot of women suffer with that. The thyroid is something else. Let me tell you, it controls so much of who we are. You just think that the thyroid also has a lot to do with your emotional health. So if your thyroid levels are out of whack, then you could be acting crazy. I remember saying to one of my coworkers before, I'm typically a mild-mannered individual, and I don't stress, and I don't let a lot of things get to me, and I don't yell and scream and all that kind of things. But I was telling one of my coworkers that if you ever see me acting any way other than what you're used to, it's not me, it's my thyroid. So I have something that I could blame it on. But anyway, so yeah, my hair was, she has Graves' disease, so I had to get her thyroid removed about 30 years ago. Yeah, I've been on medication for my thyroid. I'm using Naturalicious Moisture Infusion Styling Cream, step 2, Tawana. But yeah, I've been on medication for my thyroid probably since maybe 2007. Tony, so my levels, I get checked annually for my thyroid. And so my levels have been, they've been okay. I make sure I take my medicine, and I don't go crazy often. I go crazy sometimes though, but I don't know whether that has anything to do with my thyroid or just has something to do with my temper, but whatever. So yeah, I try to make sure I stay on my meds. But that was one of the reasons why I decided to return natural. It's because it makes, to me, and I'm not saying this to judge anyone, it just didn't make any sense to me to have long hair when it was paper thin. And so although my hair would grow long, it was literally so thin that you could see through it. And I was like, well, what's the use? Why am I holding on to it? And so I made the decision to go natural. And I haven't looked back. And I'm not one of those naturals who want to have natural hair but still have it straightened and flat iron. And again, I'm not judging. This is just the decisions that I make for myself. I love seeing the versatility of natural hair, and I love seeing all the beautiful women who decide that they want to have their hair straight. And that's amazing for them. But for me, I just don't want straight hair. Glad you're on the regimen. Yeah, it does. It does work. It works for me. In addition to hypothyroidism, I'm not sure how many of you know this either. I'm a full disclosure kind of girl, so sometimes I might overshare. But anyway, I also have lupus, which is another thing that I don't like let control me. So lupus is a disease where your internal organs kind of attack each other. It's a situation where they're confused on what is supposed to be there and what is not. So sometimes, like you can have kidney failure, and knock on wood, and thank God and all those good things that the way that my lupus shows up is that my joints, my joints hurt really bad. Sometimes, like especially in cold weather, like my joints hurt like an old lady. Well, I am old, but like they really hurt like an old lady. And the way they found out that I had lupus, so this is the thing, how you have to take control of your own medical treatment. I had several things happen that I saw different physicians for, that the doctors just did not talk to each other about at all. And had my doctors shared, oh, thank you, and had my doctors shared, I did wash with step 1, then I deconditioned with the Main Choice, and then I'm using this. But yeah, so had my doctors had a conversation with each other, they would have diagnosed me a lot sooner. So the first thing that they found out was that my Tony Braxton has lupus. Also Nick Cannon has lupus as well. So the first thing they diagnosed me with was the thyroid issue. And so that, because I was extremely fatigued, like at the point to where I like just literally could not get out of my car. And so they diagnosed me with the hypothyroidism. And then there was another situation where I was so tired. And so they did a blood test, and they said that my white blood cell count was extremely low. And so they sent me to a hematology oncologist. And so at that point I was like, oh my goodness, I have some type of cancer or AIDS or whatever, some kind of blood related disease, because they really my primary care physician he didn't know what was wrong with me and what was causing, my symptoms. So I go to the hematologist, and of course I'm terrified because like I'm in a cancer clinic, and although a lot of cancers are curable, well, not curable, but a lot of people beat cancers these days, I just didn't know. So I go, and they do all these tests, and so the doctor reads the test, and he calls me back, and he was a white physician, and I was like I said, I was terrified. I was in tears because I was thinking, like, what's going to happen to my daughter? So the way he explained it to me, as far as my white blood cells go, he said that in some African American women, men, or just African Americans in general, that the white blood cell, they lay dormant. So they're there in case you need them, but they ain't just up, just, wandering around. And so he put it to me like this. He said, I'm going to say it to you like this. He said, you know how you have those friends that, you guys are friends, and if you need them, they come? And I was like, well, yeah. He said, kind of like a posse. Like when my homies call, they come running. He said, well, that's how my white blood cells were, that they just lay dormant. But if I needed them, if I, got sick or an ailment, that they came to my rescue. And so ended up not being cancer, thank God. But again, had those physicians spoken to each other, they might have found out sooner that I had lupus. What led to my diagnosis for lupus is I woke up one morning and my right leg just ached, and it just felt tight in the knee part, in the knee joint. It just felt like really tight, like it was hard for me to bend. And I went to work and I was like, it's just so maybe I hit it. But by the time I got home that evening, it had swollen up so big that it was kind of like an elephant knee. And so, of course, I went to the emergency room and they had to drain fluid out of my knee. And they said it was like, I think they said 50 cc's of fluid that they drew off of my knee. And so the ER doctor said that I had gout. And so my regular physician got those results and she was like, no, this isn't gout. And so she did all kinds of tests and I went through every kind of physician. And so they finally determined, once they sent me to a rheumatic disease doctor, a rheumatologist, that all those things that I had been going through, like he went through all of my records from all the physicians I'd ever gone to, and he put the pieces together and he diagnosed me with lupus. But yeah. But I'm here. I'm not one of those woe is me kind of people, like, oh my God, feel sorry for me. I have lupus. I get up every day and I do everything that I can do to make myself feel better. There are some days when I feel horrible, but then there are most of the days where I feel amazing. And so those are the days that I draw on. The days that I feel bad, I feel bad, but I just don't claim it. I just don't I just don't. I just do me. Just do me. So Tawana, you say your daughter has it and your mom and your aunt passed away from it. My mother had a type of lupus. So there's 3 types. I can't remember the name. There's a systemic, I think the one is what I had, but my mom had skin lupus. So she had lupus of the skin, where she would get all these sores and lesions, like even on her face. And so they advised her not to, go out into the sun without being covered. And they treated her with a topical ointment, where mine is internal. And so I have to take medication. Because there is no cure for lupus. I hope you guys know that. There's no cure for lupus. They can only just treat the symptoms. And so diet and exercise and all that stuff can help with the symptoms. It can't cure it. And so I don't know who remembers when I was on that quest to lose weight and I lost those 20 pounds. Well, that was partly because, partly cosmetic, because I don't want to be fat, but also because I wanted to do whatever I could do within my power to help my health along, to improve my health. And so a lot of things that go wrong with us as a people is that we don't eat right, we're unhealthy, we don't move, we're overweight, and so that causes a lot of our health issues. And so I thought that whatever I could do to help myself, I would, and that's why I went to, that's when I started to lose the weight. Okay, yeah. So Norma, you do have hypo also. Yeah. A lot of people do. My thyroid has, they call these, is it a nodule? Something. They have these, I think they called it a nodule on my thyroid. And so sometimes you can see like on my neck, like I know a physician who knows anything about the thyroid, they can see it. And so they do like the ultrasounds to check, because at one point they thought they were going to have to biopsy, which Yeah, I wasn't feeling that because I don't know how they're going to, stick needles in my neck and all that stuff with me still being awake. But they ended up not having to do that. So they test me periodically just to make sure that my levels are okay. So I am good. I am good. I am thankful that it's not as bad as it could be. There's some people who suffer tremendously, especially with lupus. They check me every 4 months for my levels for lupus. They check my kidneys and liver and all those things because all those things can be affected. But thankfully, I've been okay. So it could be worse. And I'm just thankful that it's not. So yeah, I said all that because I was saying it all comes back to hair. Like that's when my hair started thinning, and that's when I made the decision to go to return natural. That was one of the reasons. Plus, at first I just saw those cute styles. I was like, oh my God, look at her hair. Like, I want my hair to look like that. And so that was one of the reasons also. Praise, you're right, baby. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Yes, ma'am. It could be worse, but it's not. And whatever happens, happens. I'll just deal with it as it comes. I don't borrow trouble from tomorrow. Like, if it ain't bothering me today, I don't feel like I need to worry about it. So, whatever happens, happens. Whatever happens, happens. I'm getting there. If I wasn't talking to you guys, I would have already been done. And see, I already did these smaller than I typically would, but that's what happens when I talk. When I talk and try to do my hair at the same time, yeah. That's what happens. But I haven't done this in a while, so I kind of miss talking to you guys. I used to come on at least maybe 2 or 3 times a month and just do wash day and chat with you guys. And I hadn't done that in a while. And I was like, well, maybe I should get back to that. Maybe they think I abandoned them. All right, let's see what Norma says. You had a nodule removed in 2012 on your right thyroid because I had lesions, but I still had my thyroid. I take Synthroid also, Norma. Yeah, I have the nodules on my, and I think that's what they wanted to do. They thought that they were going to do the biopsy because they thought that one of them was like real big, but I guess when they did. Rinse and detangle time. All right. You're very welcome. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, but they ended up not having to do anything, thankfully. They thought it was growing so big. And president of Lupus Detroit, she is amazing. I'm a supporter. Beautiful and blessed. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, this past year, some of you guys aren't my regular Facebook friends, and I try not to do too much soliciting in the group. But this past year, past October, and my birthday was in October, and instead of asking for gifts for myself, I always do a fundraiser for lupus. That's close to my heart. So, yeah. Well, hello, Trey. How you doing? Haven't seen you on a live in a long time. That's probably because I haven't been live in a long time also. You still have a small one on your left thyroid. Yeah, I still have whatever was there, whatever they saw on the ultrasound. But it didn't cause enough alarm for them to go in and remove anything, thankfully, because I'm not trying to do all that. I mean, I'll do whatever I have to do that's going to help me. But, like, I ain't really feeling it. So, yeah. There's that. See, I know this is all dry. Let's see. Oh, it's good to see you too. Look, I see you. Trust me, I see you. Just watching you, Trey, makes me smarter every day. It's like I'm in school. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping in and checking in on me. I'm still here, you know, talking noise and causing problems, but all right. See how this has already started to dry? Let me show you guys something. So, she is growing. She is growing a lot. Tawana, no, I have not tried Photogenic. A lot of the ladies in the group have tried Photogenic and they swear by it. And I think Nika probably uses it for twist outs, but most of the beauties I've seen that use it, they use it for wash and goes. And I'm not real crazy about, you know, wash and goes, and I've been successful with you know, Naturalicious or Love Your Curls or what's the other one that I used? The Texture ID for my twist outs. So I'm not really searching for a twist out product as much as I'm searching for yeah, thanks, Trey. So as much as I'm searching for a really, really, really good deep conditioner that I could just call Bae. So no, I haven't just water. I was telling them that, you know, I twist my hair when it's wet, but like when I'm talking, I forget what I'm supposed to be doing sometimes, which is why it's taking me so long. And so if it dries out, I just put the water in the bottle and I spray it just to mist it again. Norma said that she has Photogenic and she doesn't like it. It leaves a crunch. I've heard mixed reviews about it. Some people says it leaves a crunch. Some people says it doesn't. Maybe it's just a matter of the way that it's applied. But I'm really gonna have to try that, Trey. I think this is probably the third time you done said that to me, and I always forget. So I'm gonna have to like put that on my list, and I'm gonna have to try that. Bev said that's her holy grail too. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of how you apply it, Tawana. So yeah, I haven't tried it, but there are a lot of people in the group that have. So I'm sure if you have some questions about it, you can put the questions in the group, and they'll reach out to you. Right now, Tawana, I am in love with the Mane Choice Ancient Egyptian Anti-Breakage and Repair Antidote Hair Mask. So yeah, I'm in love with this right now. But I'm always still looking. What do you mean Facebook keeps stopping? Can you guys still see me? I'm getting a notification that Facebook keeps stopping. So I don't know whether they want me to get off or what. So it says it stopped, so I think you guys are. Yeah, there's somebody. Oh, okay, cool. So there's somebody who's responding to you, Tawana, about the Photogenic, because Trey has used it. I know Nika has. There's a lot of the ladies in the group that thanks that are using Photogenic and having amazing results. I can't speak about it because I haven't used it. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, cool. So I hope that answers your question. But if you got questions, put it in the group. Somebody will get to you. You can rest assured that somebody will get to you and answer your question. That's the beauty of this group, is that we all, for the most part, have different regimens and different products that we use and all that good stuff. And so, so yeah, because none of us are the same. None of us have the same hair type, same textures, same anything. So someone who has hair that looks like yours probably have used it, but sometimes it just takes that you try it yourself. And so that's what I was saying. That's what I love about this group is that we're all here to share. There's no one expert in the group. I mean, I show my face a lot because, like, you know, that's just who I am. But it's not because I think I know everything. I know a little bit about some stuff, but, you know, I can only give you information based on the things that I've done or I've read. But yeah, that's what I like about this group. There's so many of us doing so many different things, and even though we're not doing the same things, we're all experiencing success, and that's amazing. Ooh, y'all, I'm almost done. You need to get in your Tawana, if you want me to test some more products, I suggest you send them to me. I'm happy to test whatever you send. I'm happy. Well, there are some things I don't want to try, but you know within reason. Like from October for a whole year, that's all I did was just test a lot of different products for a whole year. And now you want me to test some more? I'm not really, like I said, I'm not in the market of looking for any styling products because I'm pretty happy with the ones that I have. You know, I'll try shampoos, I'll try deep conditioners, but I'm not really looking for any styling product. I just feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. When these stop working for me, then I'll try something else. What Veronica said. Hi, Veronica. You just washed and twisted Lucy up using Camille Rose. I'm going to see how it works for me. And you show your face. It's beautiful. Thank you. Joella. Hello. You said you got to do better. Hi, Mary. How you doing? Yeah, I felt kind of guilty, though, when I was in Protective Style. I know that there was a reason for it. But, like, I'm used to having my hair saturated with water at least once a week. And that just wasn't happening. Although I really liked Deja. Deja was sassy. But, yeah, she had to go. She was going to get me in a whole lot of trouble. Ooh, this is the last one, people. Y'all see these little thin ends right here? Like, they really need to get cut off. Remember I said that I need a trim? So what will happen is, like, tomorrow, once it's all dry, I will take I actually bought some shears, and I'm almost embarrassed to say that before I bought some shears, y'all, I used to just take house scissors and just cut. But I actually bought some shears, so I'll take these, and the part that I think is damaged that needs to go, I'll just trim it off. I'll trim it off myself. Because, yeah, those right there, you can almost see through those ends right there, and that's because they're, like, frayed and damaged. So I need to cut them off. I don't know whether I've been using this little brush all over my head or not, because I'm really not used to using it. So this is the last one. Yay! Oh, so yeah, this has been fun. I really haven't done this in a long time, and I guess I maybe need to start back, getting back into it. It's just that, like, I really want to do a complete wash day. But usually I wash my hair. I do everything in the shower. Even put on my deep conditioner. So I get out of the shower so that I can sit under the steamer with my deep conditioner. But then I get back in. Yes. And then I get back in to rinse it out. And so that's just a bit much to be trying to get the camera ready and all that stuff. Okay. We're all done. And see, can you guys see it, like, around here? My hair is thinned out. And it's not because, like, there are tension or mistreatment. It's just, like, in my family, all this part right here, We call those cowlicks. And we all have that. And sometimes the hair will grow and then you'll see it's like really, really curly. And then sometimes the hair will go away and then it'll come back. And I don't care. I don't care. All right. So I can close that up. That's the first time. That is the normal. I don't use a brush. That is the first time that I use it. I was just saying, probably before you came on, that I've seen a lot of naturals use like a dimming brush to define their curls before they twist it. And I just want to see if it's going to do anything different for me, which it probably won't, because all my twist outs look exactly the same. So, but I just figured I would just try. You know, I'm not opposed to trying new things just to see. And so, yeah. So I know I'm going to need to post. Hold on. So I know someone asked about what I used to, I'll put the picture in the comments also. But what I started with, I didn't even pre-poo today because I'm out of my grapeseed oil. And last week I pre-pooed and I used conditioner and coconut oil. And once I did, I was reminded like throughout the week why I don't use coconut oil anymore, because although to look at my hair, it didn't look like it was dried out, but to touch it, it felt like it was dry and under moisturized. And I know it's because of the coconut oil, because that's the only thing that I did different. So today I didn't pre-poo because I love grapeseed oil, and I'm out of my grapeseed oil. I'm out of my avocado oil, which I love the avocado oil as well. So I have to replenish on my oils. So I just said, you know, I'll just shampoo. Well, not shampoo. So what I used to do my wash day was a Naturalicious. It's called the Moroccan Razoul 5-in-1 Clay Treatment. So this acts as a shampoo, a conditioner, a deep conditioner, a detangler, and it also gives you the benefits of a leave-in conditioner, but you don't leave it in. So this is step 1 from the Naturalicious line. Step 2 is what I was just using for my twist out. So this is the Moisture Infusion Styling Cream, which acts as a moisturizer, a styler, and a heat protector. But it gives me bomb twist outs. A lot of people who use this for like their wash and goes, they add a gel. And even some people who use this for their twist outs, they add a gel. I haven't found it necessary to add a gel. This works perfectly on its own for me. And her step 3 is the Divine Shine Moisture Lock and Frizz Fighter. It's an oil. And so I don't usually use a lot of oil after like my twist, but I do use oil within my deep conditioner, because when I deep condition, I like to put the oil in the deep conditioner, so when I apply it to my hair and I send it to the steamer, all the good juiciness goes in together. So I use that in conjunction with my Mane Choice Ancient Egyptian, oh my God, anti-breakage and repair antidote hair mask. And so let me tell you, when I put this in my hands and put it on my hair, I swear it felt like it just melted, and my hair immediately just felt so moisturized and soft. And so I love this stuff. So I will take a picture and I'll put these in the comments. I'll also, for Vanessa, I will put the link to my website where you can take a look at my teas. And if there's any questions in here that I missed, I will go back through and I will answer those questions. And I see someone asking me if they can send me a DM after the video. Yes, you can. I don't know what you want to ask me. You can ask me in public, but okay, that's fine. So yeah, I look forward to hearing from you after I'm done here. But yeah, so that's it. I'm sure when she's dry tomorrow and I get up and, put my face on and put my clothes on, I'll take a picture and I'll smile and I'll let y'all see what the dimming brush did. It's probably not going to look any different. But anyway, I'm going to log off now. I really appreciate all you guys staying on to help keep me company during my wash day. It was fun, and we'll have to do this more often. So I'll see you guys on the page. Have an amazing day on purpose. Smooches. Mwah. Turn off thing.